Welcome to Motor Vault Vehicles for Enthusiasts. I'm Josh, and we have a lovely 1987 Porsche 911 Targa, one of the greats of the automotive world, classic poster car from the 1980s, guards red Targa top. This car looks great, sounds great, and I think we should take a better look into this Porsche. Targa top removed, and you have a great look and a great cabin, open air, and especially on a beautiful 70-degree day like this, you are enjoying life. These cars are a treat to drive. They sound great, and they have all of the looks. This one in particular is a 76,000 original mile unrestored pure example with that classic 3.2 liter engine. This one has been serviced and documented since day one, and this is a true time capsule from the mid 1980s. While sitting in this 911, you are completely thrown back to the 1980s. You got your classic 5-speed shifter. You got your beautiful Porsche steering wheel, center spoke. So you got that nice open top and bottom. You can see right into all of your important gauges, seeing that original 76,000 miles. And it's in great shape. These normally have a problem with cracking and having weather issues, and obviously this one's been cared for very well, so there's no issues up top. These seats are completely original, this linen. It does show a little bit of age, but again, this car is completely original as a time capsule, and this is as true as you can get from a driving experience on a 1980s air-cooled 911. This transmission in this car, being 1987, does have the G50 transmission, which is an upgrade from the prior 915 transmission that was used in the earlier 3.2 911s. So the driving experience is just even that much better from the earlier cars. Michelin tires on this one were put on just within the last about year and a half. So nice sticky holding right to the road, and with the black center on these Fuchs wheels, the black trim going all the way around the Targa, it looks great. It's one of those where black on a wheel is absolutely nailed, and especially with that polished lip, gorgeous. The red over the linen, going to the back, missing that coupe look, which I personally love having that open top experience. It is truly a poster Porsche 911. You come around to the back, and sitting back here is that glorious 3.2 liter. Under the rear hatch, there's that 3.2 217 horsepower from the 6-cylinder. Silky smooth, super reliable. This one only has 76,000 miles, but these are known to run for 200,000 to 300,000 miles without a problem. This one again has been well serviced since day one, so this one is bulletproof and ready to rock and roll. Air-cooled 911 Targa. Life is good. Guards red over linen. All original when it comes to the paint and the interior. Yeah, this is a very nice, very honest, very true example. You know, that's one thing I love is, you know, there's so many cars that are restored or over-restored or customized. I know it's cliche, but it really is true when a car is only original once, and this car is absolutely the definition of that. It is pure, it is right from the 1980s. There's a couple little marks in the seat, there's a couple little marks in the paint. That is what it is, but again, it's a 76,000 original mile, pure, true, first year G50 transmission car. And it's really hard to knock at that. G50 is a pretty solid transmission. They're a little bit sturdier. They're very usable, very user-friendly. I know the first 911 I ever got to drive actually was a G50 Trans car. And I was actually quite comfortable, and it didn't take me long. Which, as you know, driving a bunch of different manual transmission cars, it takes a while to kind of get used to sometimes a different transmission. And this one's very comfortable. Plenty enough power. You need a downshift, give it some beans. It's all good. Brakes work great. Yeah, it feels solid. I like that. A good classic car that can get you from point A to B and you don't have to worry too much. Because there are plenty of classic cars that are that way. And this one does not fall into that category. This is a point and shoot. Enjoy the driving experience. Enjoy every bit of feedback from this car, as it does give you a lot of natural feedback. Unlike a lot of today's sports cars where there are so many creature comforts, or it really kind of takes away from a true peer experience. This one has enough to be comfortable because I very much enjoy sitting in these seats. It's very nice. But there's enough natural attributes to this car where you know you're in a true sports car. It's very nice. One great thing about being in a classic 911 is everything is just so simple. Everything is right where it should be. All your gauges are laid out beautifully. It's very German, and there's nothing really wrong with that when it comes to design and being efficient. That's what this car is. It is an efficient sports car. The great tight steering, nice and heavy, as it should be. That silky flat six. The 5-speed manual. Oh, driving pleasure, absolutely. Take this to Cars and Coffee, take it on the twisties. Even if you take it out on a rainy day, you'll be fine with one of these. This thing is comfortable. It's a plug and play car. But man, the look of these things are to die for. I think an 80s 911 Targa is one of the prettiest and coolest designs ever of a sports car. We're not talking supercar, sports car. And this is the epitome of that. Yeah, that does the job. Porsche has always done it right. And you can see why these cars were so popular in the 1980s. Legendary looks, German engineering, pure driving enjoyment, an enthusiast car from head to toe. The 1987 Porsche 911 is a pure collector car and driver's car, and we are very, very pleased to offer this car, as we have offered this exact same car once before, so we know this one very well. We're excited to bring this one back out to the market, as it is a true time capsule from the 1980s. So if you guys loved this 911 like I do, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and check out some more Motor Vault videos incoming. We've got a lot of great cars coming on the way, including more Porsches.